I just blew the leaves backwashed, but this pool always gets dirty, of course, with all the leaves. But I'm gonna do an extra cleaning because it's winter. So relax and enjoy the water sounds and stuff. And sorry again if I can't see chat, y'all. So in the fall, we don't vacuum as much. We just scoop the leaves. This pool always gets dirty. And there's water. Oh, that hurts with the ribs, but also, I'm gonna go live for lunch later. Maybe next. I'm not sure. Do it live. Oh man. But yeah, I'm gonna go live for lunch, opening up blister packs of Pokemon. Pokemon. There's a few stuff in here. It doesn't have to be perfect because all this is gonna do. The cleaner. I'm gonna be kind of really careful with these guys. This is missing some. The Polaris 360 runs off water pressure. And anybody in the chat, let me say hello. Again, if I don't see you, hello. So, you take off. This one should have a little hook. Goes around. Actually, it does. They just put it on wrong. So it's not supposed to be like that, but it still caught that many leaves. And clean them out. But it runs. We fix these on these little plastic, can't think, axle stuff. I can change that out. Change the wheels out, the threads. These we change. Yeah, hit that like, hit that subscribe for more aquatic information about pools. Also doing a live on Pokemon for lunch. So, yeah, just cleaning around. I already scooped some. I'm gonna get that. And then the vacuum. This is a mess always. All these trees, you should see when a hurricane comes. Here's the system. I have it in timeout, which you always want to do, but always put it in auto also when you're finished. Here's the back leaves. The zipper. That's all the cool cup. Imagine if they had that in fish tanks. Something like that. Dirty though. This I take into a skimmer and it's going to go into the pump. I'll show you. Just to get it extra clean. But it does catch that much material. Down with that. Alright. Welcome in, everybody. Alright, so this is a skimmer. It collects the leaves I tighten this one down a little bit because it comes out in the winter. So I scoop it out sometimes like that if it's caught. But usually I try to get it. There you go. Just a skimmer, you want to empty that, preferably away from the pool. Bam. And this is where I'm gonna wash it down. It'll suck down to the main drain, or the pump, I mean. Give it a pretty good wash. It gets a lot of pollen on it in the winter. Don't have to be perfect. Just want it clean, ready to go for the next week. So yeah, there it is. And then I'll empty the pump basket last because it will collect the debris. So yeah, that's closed. So oh, frog one. These leaves would be perfect for fishing, I think. Or a fish tank. I don't know. I'll take them and see. I think this is let me know what type of tree this is. Anybody not lurking? Mango? Magnolia? I'll take some for the shrimp if they like it. Alright, so the cleaner is off, of course, or be spraying water. So what you want to do is get it zipper facing this way. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to have to put the phone down, but tighten this around the hose. Next step, I do monthly, weekly, depends on what's going on. Just getting this out of the water and cleaning that little filter in there. Sometimes you might have to get a couple of brushes per se or something. But I gotta take off my jacket and pull up my shirt so I don't get too wet. It is 51 high up today, so this water's probably about 40s, 50s. I have to check and see. Welcome in, everybody. I am about to clean this out. What up, New Local Austin? Speaking of New Local Austin, check out his channel. I'm thinking about, buddy, inviting, see if you want to come up on my Tuesday streams one night. Not this week, but maybe we'll plan it out or something. Alright, so I got the filter out. This will clog. See how that stuff's in there? What up, grilling and chilling? So you can have the cleaner running and it wouldn't pick up as much, but this is extra filtration so it don't there. And there's another filter too, guys. I'll show you. So what I do with this, now this pool, of course, but what kind of tree is that, y'all? Magnolia, I forget, but I think it's good. Those leaves are good for leaf litter and fish tanks. I winterized the waterfall already. Man, they got this junk here. You can see how this pool gets so dirty. This is actually really clean. All right, so here's another. You want to get these leaves out of the skimmer. I check them twice because I already cleaned it out. There's always left over some leaves. Tuesday are good for me right now. I would love to sometime. All right, cool. Yeah, not this Tuesday, but I'm thinking next Tuesday. If everything works out, that would be cool. I'll try to get your email, whatnot. I'll leave you a comment and look on your about page in the fish fam. So yeah, I just get that with the water, try to scrub it out. And all this stuff is sucking down to the skimmer. Don't put your hand in here, but I know how to do it without getting caught, kind of. That's why they have main drains for kids, because they used to get stuck. Unfortunately, drown. All right. This thing is like, it's so hard to get out sometimes. I do have a little tool I can use, or an old little stick. Be good. See how clean that is? I'm not gonna get everything. So if you're OCD, but this stuff I will get. So, this is the Polaris 360. They cost as much as a PlayStation or more. I replaced the hoses on these. I placed the pressure side of it. But this is a pressure side cleaner. There's robotic cleaners, pressure side cleaners, and suction side cleaners. One time I did this and dropped my phone in the pool, so get y'all the right angle. Now you want to tighten this. And if the water's too cold, I have these long gloves they use for cows and horses. I just don't, I'm so used to it. Now, if it's in the teens, sometimes I'll, damn it, this thing's hard sometimes to get in the groove, especially if it's worn out there. And then you're in the cold. All right, so that's nice and tight. Shimmy off your arm. Welcome in, everybody. Again, if I don't see your chat, welcome. All right. So now that is together, this is empty. Pick it up. Don't slam it in there. I see new guys do that. This is the little floater. Sometimes this can get stuck. Sometimes these two right there have stuff in it. So I'll take that off as well. Just snap it off from that and clean this out. And what I'll do is I'll clean it out in this basket because I gotta empty it. I'll go to the system filter pump because it's in timeout mode. What up, what up? All right. Open the basket, check the O-ring always. And usually it has some stuff, that's the stuff it has in it. I don't recommend it banging like that really around the pipes. Get it out as much as you can. Now I'm gonna clean this out in the basket. Yeah, I got most of that. That was all in that tail. Blow on it, make sure there's no leaks on your O-ring, because that is important, it will leak air. Make sure that's nice and snug. Now, next I gotta clean this out. This is the pre-filter too for the pump. I'm gonna put y'all right here, or if it drops or something. Alright. So yeah, I can do it better with 2 hands. My ribs hurt as well. Alright, so I got it loose enough to show. Look how dirty. Usually I get a blower out here and clean around the pumps. And that one has no plug because I just winterized it and snapped off the breaker for it. So that don't have to run in the winter. Because in the winter time, usually systems, the systems turn on at night if it gets too cold. Because you gotta have moving water. Sometimes what I'll do is watch this. I'll turn on the cleaner to blast some more water in here. Back away. Always have waterproof shoes too. And then I always have in the winter just little underpants because you will get wet. Your feet smell if you don't. I've seen guys with tennis shoes and here, this is the backwash hose for the sand filter. Mojo, Local Awesome, what's up everybody? Merry Fishmas. Alright, so this is the main drain. I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to turn the main drains off in there. And the skimmers I was talking about, this is skimmer 1 to 2. I'm going to turn those off as well. It's a 3-way valve. This is a check valve, just like you have check valves in a fish hobby. And this is the pump. A little bit of air at the top, but it's okay. don't have that much air in there. This is a hose you can use as long as the pump's running. And the actuator valves. Hello, Monster Fish Gal. Welcome. So now I'm gonna blast it. I do a little bit of blasting to clean it. Turn the cleaner on. Get some water in there. Turn the cleaner off. See how dirty this is. This should be changed as needed and monthly. I haven't done these pools lately, so whoever's doing it needs to check the game. But and again, this is the system. This pools are expensive, man. This setup right here is a lot, and it's older. Sometimes knock it off, or to spray it off. Their water's off because they're out of town. Alright. I know. This thing is a must to get on right or it'll leak. You don't want to really leak it at all in the winter. Start my own pool company and hire just a cameraman. No. Alright, so well, this nice and smug. Sometimes they break as well. And it isn't clean as it should be. But it's stained also. So it needs probably a new one. Again, O-rings are very important. So you want to check around the O-ring, make sure that's all good. And this is the filter before the pressure side filter. So this is the cleaner and the cleaner actuator. Well, no, I go like this to try to make sure I'm in there flush. And then I'll go rotate it. Flush it. Sometimes you don't want these all the way tight. Again, I gotta put this on the cleaner. So we'll go back to the cleaner. This is a pressure side cleaner. Welcome in, everybody. If I don't see chat, welcome in. Again, anybody know what type of leaves these are? I might use some for leaf litter in some of my tanks right there. So you want to go get the cleaner any way you want to, okay? I just got to put this tail back on, and then I'm going to go back to the box and turn it on. It's in timeout mode, which runs 3 hours, so it can pick up some stuff what blows in for 3 hours. This is relief, pressure relief. If it gets stuck, this thing comes on. All right, just gonna turn it on. Hit that like button if y'all can. Much love, guys. Y'all rock, dude. Check everybody out too. Bunch of good friends in here. All right, so the cleaner is turned on. Timeout mode, filter mode. Now, see, it's not dripping. It might be a little drip if it's wet. I mean, it's even now. This has a salt saw, but it's not working right now. They know that, and even if it was working in the winter, the salt don't work as well. So I turned the booster pump breaker off because I winterized it. So I close this. Always keep these closed. All right, so the cleaner should be working better, theoretically. You can see it blowing out air. fish gallons on it. Missing 3 channels on it. Yeah, I was going through there too. I think I was a couple. But I had to go back because I didn't, you never know with YouTube, you know what I mean? All right, so the cleaner's going. So theoretically, I'm still gonna get those 2 leaves up, but if I wanted to, it would pick it up. I mean, but it is fall and winter. And this pool, you can see it's gonna get dirty because they have trees around it. Yeah, I'm thinking about putting these in my fish tank if I find out what they are for leaf litter. I'll look them up. It's that from that tree right there. I think it's Mongolia. Oh. Alright guys, let me scoop and then we'll do chemicals. Now, you do vacuum. I mostly vacuum in the spring, summer, and in the winter, but it's as needed. You go by off as needed. This cleaners, mostly nowadays everybody have cleaners, and depending on the micron of the bags, they pick up pretty good. And the filter too, depending on what kind of filter you have. And you just break the pool. Just try not to fall in the winter, it sucks. You will get hypothermia deep in the winter, so you guys have to change your clothes or go home. My name is Mud. Also, check the water level. So, alright, backwashed. Hello, WIZZ and Company. Can't stay, but stop by to say good morning. Thanks for coming in. Sorry if I missed anybody. What up, Ritesh? Just make sure it hasn't been treated with pesticide left not loud jinx. I think they are magnolia leaves. That is magnolia. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna take that with me. I always find little, I mean, they got, customers love me anyways. I mean, they all know me. But I think that would be the best for leaf litter. Maybe even maple leaves. I don't know. Also, I like to do in the winter, fall, for my customers, is clean this area out. Clean it, the battery. Anyways, next week, clean this out. And like I said, I winterize this pump. I bled these out. Another right there. And then I put those in the pump so we don't forget about them. Oh, and I forgot to drain this. So, you can see that. Basically, you're not going to clean this, but you do want to clean it in the summer and spring. So I'll clean it, just knocking it off because we're not going to use it today. Jingle bell, jingle bell, I'm going to hell. Alright. And then I'll probably wash this off next week just to get it cleaner. But this is, you're not going to leave it running or anything, so I'm going to tighten it up just a little bit so water can come out if it rains, because this pump is not running. Oh shit, let me get it right. I don't have my phone. Yeah, you got to get these just right or they'll leak. This one I ain't going to worry about, since it's winterized till spring, and this pump's like bad. gotta fill it and go left and right, then go right, whatever. Oh yeah, this one. Broken head. So this one has a broken head thing right there. There's really much to do on that. Stuff it in there. I'll get a new one. It's gonna give me a fucking pain. Alright. So see this pump right here? It is off. So they'll eventually get a new pump or get a whole new. They'll get the back side. I forgot housing and whatever. See what that one's different color. You can change that or the whole pump. Doing some winter cleaning. So, pretty much done here next week. This is the heater. Nothing would go wrong if you have leaks and stuff like this. I just like, so if people come to work on it, or I come to, this is a heater. It's like a fish heater, but costs way much more. Run off gas with a switch open. And 2 pumps, one waterfall, one regular. There's the cleaner. Some kids actually name these things. It's funny. In the summer, you see a lot of people swimming. Alright, this is the Taylor kit, the best kit in the world for testing chlorine, pH, alkalinity, and calcium, I think. There is no better. Besides, I guess the ones that have like the fancy electric spinning ones or whatnot. So you got your chlorine, bromine we can test for as well if you want to choose a bromine pool, and pH. All you do, I washed it out a couple times. Put it like that. You want it where there's lines are. A couple other tricks to do. If you have chlorine in the pool, you can use this reagent. Put a drop of it in the pool and watch it turn color. That has chlorine in the pool. But when I train, I'm showing the right way. And in the winter, these kind of freeze up on the droplets, so I have to kind of thaw them out and stuff. This is called R1 and 2 reagents for chlorine. And unlike fish, we're actually testing for chlorine to see if it has it and what the level is. Because the human body can absorb a lot of chlorine more than people think. Because we breathe air. I don't know. Alright, now pH. I gotta shake it, but that's definitely chlorine in there. pH, I know it's probably gonna be 7, 8, I'm guessing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, I'm gonna shake it up. We also have a little cap you can do if you don't like shaking it with your hands. I knew it. About 7. So you wanna put this really theoretically in the sun. It's harder for y'all to see. You can guess what those are. I have to, it's not much, well, it's perfect for the winter. So you gotta go to different lights because it's a little bit darker there. All right, I'm gonna look at it. About 7, 8 in the pH and about 3 on the chlorine. Which, in the winter, you don't need much chlorine at all, so I wouldn't add. In the summer, I'd add a bunch for the week ahead, so it wouldn't grow algae in the pool. In the winter, you don't have to add much chlorine. If they have a hot tub and use it, you do a little bit. It depends. You gotta gauge everything. You gotta see if they have kids, all sorts of stuff. I also need to get my first aid and what do you call it? Can't even think, sorry, all my meds. Alright, so this is alkalinity. Put it to the 25. I'm gonna put 2 drops of reagent disulfate. And I'm gonna put 5 drops of the total alkalinity indicator. It should be green. I always wanted to test the fish water. See for chlorine, chloramines. Test the pH on it even. I think the pH would be accurate for testing for the freshwater fish. But alkalinity, calcium is like KH and alkalinity is like CH or something, I think, I don't know. And you want to turn it red on this, so it goes by 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, ooh, 70, 70-ish. 80, yep, it turned red at 80, so that's good. You want your pools 80 to 100, 120 to 40 is okay, but your pH will stay the same the higher your stuff will go. What's up, everybody? Hey, Sheehan. What's up, Garcia here? Fishing on Tinktix. So we got an 80 alkalinity, 3 chlorine, which is perfect. 7, 8 pH. If it's an 8, I would add a little bit of acid, which you actually want it kind of high in the winter, believe it or not. So never mind, I wouldn't add acid. So far, I'm not adding anything to this pool, but we're gonna check the calcium. We do this monthly. It's a calcium buffer. I need to get some more of this stuff. What I do is you can do 20 drops, or you can do this full thing of this. This is my hardest test because I'm colorblind with my reds, blues, and greens. But I learned over time the shades of it. 1, 2, 4, 5. And you want to mix this up real good. And this is your routine at each pool. Testing, you're cleaning things out, you're scooping. And you can get paid really good money doing this. Especially you can own your own business, just like landscaping. And that's my goal. Alright, so it goes by 10. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 110, 20. Your calcium is very important in winter. Because if not, you'll have calcium stones in your concrete pool. But you don't need it in every pool, just concrete and different. I know this one. So it turned blue, is 250. It's around 250. And you can go by this wheel. It goes by calcium hardness, alkalinity. You line it up, then you line your pH and your temperature. And if you're way out here, it's bad. If you're way up here, it's bad. It's called saturation index, LSI, short term. And you want it kind of near 0.2 to plus 0.2 to 0 in all your pools. Calcium, that's what calcium is very important. You can go by other stuff if it's also comes with a book here, water chemistry, pool and water chemistry. So I guess it's good for all water. And it shows you. Also, we got free chlorine and total chlorine. That's the chlorine used and the chlorine still in the pool, which is, it eats up all the bad stuff. We have acid demand. If I wanted to do test, put acid in there. CYA. CYA keeps your chlorine in the pool. This one has high CYA, which the only reason to get rid of it is to drain most of it. Another thing, right here, is very important. That's the perfect line for your skimmer to work. Anything higher, it won't suck in the leaves. So if it's really high from rain, I do a backwash, or I'll just drain it out. That's it turned blue. So those are the numbers, and that's the name of the game. I cleaned out that. See, it's stuck in the corner over there now, but eventually that pressure thing right there before the hose will kick it out. That's where the chlorine goes, and they don't have a other thing. But I'm gonna scoop a little bit more, and then I gotta take pictures. But I'm going live again later for lunch. Pokemon. I got some Pokemon with my lunch, so I'll be doing a Pokemon opening for WIZZ. Yeah. This is one of the pools I don't specifically want too clean because A, they're out of town, always, and B, the least are gonna get right back in it. I get it clean to there so they can swim. It's not too dirty. On to the next. Always want to close the pool gate when you leave. This one I left open because I know they're not here. I've done this pool 5+ years, but you always wanted to close it because think of the animals, man. We had people leave the gates open all the time. Also, before you leave, I'm gonna make these in training videos just to show the new guys. Before you leave, or always remember, auto or timeout only. Speaking y'all like y'all work. Yeah, auto timeout only. It's in timeout, so it's just gonna run for 3 hours and switch back to auto after that. The skimmers are on, main drain's on. Winterize, so I did winterize. I want to check to see if this breaker's off. Booster pump or the waterfall pump. It's off. You want that off because if it comes on, water's gonna come out all in there and drain the pool. Something bad. Check valves are good. It's the salt cell, but it's not working. Again, just like pools, this is pools but bigger. You got the pipes and stuff. You got valves. You got actuator valves. Just valves that you press a button, they move. This is an air blower, just like say you got a bubbler. I can turn this on. And it also has spa mode, pool mode. You can drain the spa, you can fill it, turn the heater on, it's solar. That's the booster pump. You can test that. See, it's not coming on because I tested it. The air blower works. And I also had to test the heater a couple weeks ago for him. And I come down to make sure it was running. Beautiful day, beautiful day. All right, got everything good. Here's the pool. Again, it's not gonna be perfect. Things will be falling when I leave, so not too worried about that. And with that, guys, I'll see you around. I'm gonna do the Pokemon live in my truck, opening the 2 blister packs. I'll have that going. What up, St. Dust Aquarium's just about to head out because I gotta fill out some of this paperwork online. But I am doing a Pokemon opening soon at lunch. I put 11:40, but it can be probably here soon. Maybe after the next pool I go to. Something like that. Here's the little walkway to the pool. Thanks for coming in, everybody. Y'all rock. Once I get 2,000, I definitely might do memberships for really cheap and do some fun stuff for y'all. But you don't have to get it all, but you know what I mean, fun stuff. There's some dust down there, but this guy is working along slowly. But I bet you what happened, I already cleaned this out and the other filter, and there's always some that gets back in it. But these are the Magnolia leaves I'm gonna take with me because I think they're good as shrimp tanks. I'm gonna boil them and clean them for any pesticides. Definitely wash them off because I got chlorine all the time. Another thing with pools and having fish, always wash your hands really good before you put your hands in the fish at home. Alright guys, with that, I'm gonna end it. Close this gate. Y'all rock. And I'll be back soon at lunch. We'll do Pokemon 2 blister pack opening. See if I get a Charizard. Aight, be WIZZ out, y'all.